guys, welcome back to Earth to Rosita. So, I don't know if I'm gonna release this vlog straight away, but there's something that I really wanted to talk about. I don't know how I'm gonna word this, so I hope that it comes out in a good way. So, last night, my friend and I were kind of like talking about spiritual communities and like, it got me to thinking, people that are like spiritual seekers and stuff, like, we always seem to look for people that to feel connected to, that are also kind of like spiritual seekers and stuff. But in my experience, it feels like it's really hard to find. It's hard to find in like a Western country. I got lucky though. I got lucky in the sense that my best friend is pretty like spiritual without even knowing that she is. She's really open-minded to ideas. She's really open-minded to different philosophies, and it feels like we're always looking. I mean, at least I'm always looking. I've always looked for a community to be able to connect with, and most of the time I've just been let down in doing that. But like, I've been thinking about all of my experiences whilst I was like looking for a spiritual community, and the online spiritual community that I used to be a part of, until I realized that a lot of them are kind of like, they don't have the same view of reality as I do. They have kind of like new agey or just like ideas that don't resonate with me. Like, the power of the divine feminine or something, or bro, are you gonna let me go or what? Or it's just kind of like being all crystal ball and tarot cards. I don't really resonate with that. But like, I'm slowly starting to pick up a pattern where I find spiritual communities when I'm not even looking. I find more spiritually aligned people when I'm not even looking for it. Like, for example, last night I was just I got onto like a live meditation track on YouTube where the chat was open, and you know, it was something so simple, but we got to talking, and I was just kind of like, I was desperate, and I needed to see if there's anybody out there who believes in the same kind of spiritual things that my mind is more focused on. And it was amazing because, like, I found two people that just let me talk about things that I care about. And it didn't feel like a place of judgment. And I don't know if that's what they will be like for every topic, if ever we were to talk again. But we were talking about, like, death and the possibilities of what happens after death and astrology and stuff like that. And it was just like an aha moment, you know, like, I try so hard to, like, be a part of a specific spiritual community that is, like, formed by somebody else, like another YouTuber or something like that has a big platform. But something that I've come to find about that, the flaw in that is that the people that typically follow a certain person, they're kind of like gonna have the same spiritual practice as that person. So if the person has a really, like, subconscious lustful or like masculine energy, their followers will follow that same kind of spirituality. So they're gonna, like, be on the same wavelength of that person with the platform. And that's why I'm kind of realizing it doesn't work. Finding spiritual communities online doesn't, like, work because it's kind of like, sort of like, whatever your thoughts are, your reality will follow. Like, if you can take a quote like that and apply it to spiritual communities online, or even vegan communities online, any community online, if it's got the same, like, for a better example, if you are part of, like, a vegan community that does not support vegetarianism, for instance, you're gonna get kicked out. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of the same thing with online spirituality, like the spiritual community online. Like, of course, they're not gonna lay out a bunch of, like, rules about it, but there are rules, whether they have them displayed or not. There are rules like do not speak about our God in a certain way, or you will be shunned. And it's kind of like, do not spread negativity, or you will be shunned. Do not say this certain thing, or you will be shunned. Do not speak your mind, or you will be shunned. And that's not the kind of spirituality that I want to be a part of. Like, the spirituality that I want to be a part of is not people that reject the human experience in all of its variety, you know? I don't want to be a part of a spirituality that is just like aesthetically pleasing things in the background with like nice, like a person wearing nice clothes, and they have like a nice backdrop to their videos. I don't want to be a part of that kind of spirituality. I want to be a part of a spiritual community that doesn't like say we have to be perfect humans. I want a spirituality that says we have to strive to be better humans. We have to strive for a loving place, even if we're fucked up. We have to strive for a safe space, even if we're going through stuff that people find negative. And as my life is unfolding and I'm walking this path, that's what I'm realizing. Spirituality, I always say this, spirituality is not like all sunshines and rainbows. Sometimes it's darkness and shadows. And I feel like the spiritual community online, they don't embrace the darkness and shadows. They don't embrace the dark aspects of humans. Because if anybody shows their negative traits, it's like the people that follow them gravitate away from them. Like, don't gravitate toward them anymore. And it's like, it's not a nice thing to do. You have to like accept every single aspect of a person, even the aspects you don't like about a person, because that's the spiritual practice that I want to be a part of, you know? I don't want to be a part of an unrealistic spiritual practice. I want to be a part of... I want to form a spiritual community online that isn't gonna shame people for being human, for making mistakes, for still having negative traits about them. We all have negative traits, whether we show it or not, you know? I have negative traits. Every person that I know has negative traits. Nobody is perfect, and I feel like the spiritual community online, they shame people like that. And it's like, why? What are you trying to achieve by saying love and light, but then when someone shows you the not so nice aspects of themselves, that all goes away? So yeah, I don't know how to end this vlog. Click subscribe if you enjoyed this vlog, if you enjoyed this ranting. Leave me a comment letting me know your experience, like letting me know what you guys think about the concept of like yin and yang, for instance, because that's what I mean by embracing all sides to ourselves and finding people that hold a loving space for it. Because we all have yin and yang to us. Give this video a like if you agreed. And have a lovely day or night. Bye.